There are 8 or 9 ordained elders in this room, one of them a bishop, and they get to cook to finish this up. And that's one of the most important and amazing things about what we're doing here. Because it's not driven by a pastor. Tim and Mike left, and Steve came, and there wasn't a bump. Folks, I've spent a lot of time in church. I've spent way too much time on a PPR committee. I'd rather have all of my teeth pulled out and my toenails as change a pastor. Because somebody's got their nose out of joint. But not this time. And it didn't happen this time because you changed. It's not the pastor that left or the pastor that came. You changed. You saw that it was bigger than that one person. You saw these things. And you saw them because the light of the Lord came on in front of you. Now, I had a good deal of experience with one of the previous congregations, and I've heard an awful lot about the other two. And we weren't doing, any of us, what we were supposed to do. We were awfully good at our religion, but not too much on our faith. And that all changed. And we are different today. And we are different today because God made us different. Along this journey, the Lord has caused me to have 2 lapses in judgment. The transition team and the ministry action team. And I grouse a lot around the house, don't I, honey? But I'm so glad that He caused me to have those lapses in judgment. Because they have enabled me to grow in a way that boy, I sure hope that's not Him calling me again. They've enabled me to grow in a way that I really didn't think was possible. We have come so very far. But like I like to tell my Eagle Scouts, now it starts. Everything up to this point was just learning how to do what we're supposed to do. Now it starts. This isn't the end. It is the beginning. I want you to pay attention to something. Listen to this real closely. You have committed this church's vision to memory. We recite it every single week, and you've got it down. Most of you could say it without even being started. And I think that's wonderful. I want you to commit this to memory. Commit to yourself that you'll commit this to memory. By the way, you can find it in Matthew's Gospel. You don't have to memorize it as I say it. You can read it later. There's crib notes on it. It's in the Bible. Matthew 28 begins with verse 18. Then Jesus came to them and said, "All authority in heaven and on earth has been given to me. Therefore, go." Don't stay here. Go. You hear that? Go. "And make disciples," not members. Don't go out and get church members. We got them. Go out and make disciples. "Therefore go and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit, and teaching them to obey everything I have commanded you to do." Does that intimidate you? Does it frighten you? Does it scare you that you've got to go do that now? I'll calm you down. He ends by saying, "And surely I will be with you always, to the very end of the age. He won't abandon you. He won't leave you. He's been with us all along. Sometimes we fought him, but he's been with us all along. And he's going to go with us from this point forward. Folks, I've got to tell you something. Our journey, and you've heard this today, our journey before us is a very, very long one. It's a very difficult one. It's a very hard one. But the day is early, and there's plenty of time to travel. Thank you.